what I have so far. I am going to do one more scraping on this part right through here, her lip right through here, and then I'm going to start on the nose holes, and then take a look at the face. She's got a bit of an expression forming. Once again, I'm taking my favorite tool. I'm going to do nose holes. I will look this tool up online, see if I can find what kind of end this is. I believe it's one of the bits they sell for Dremel. But I will check online to see if I can figure out which one it is. So let's start on the nose holes. These look fairly decent. Sometimes one's a little off on the other side. So I'm gonna go in it, and I just do the same process where we go back and forth. One side for a while, and I'll start on the other side. You don't want just to make holes. I'm going to shape them a little bit. Nobody just has holes. Make tiny little ovals there. What I usually go for is the tip not to be seen anymore. And maybe a little bit beyond that. Depends on which faceplate you're working on. Some of them are very thin, and you don't have much room to work, much material to work with, so you have to be careful with how far you go up into the nose. Let's see. A bit more. I'm not applying a lot of pressure, just enough to remove some of the material. Very slow process, going back and forth. Now I'm going to take my Exacto knife and I'm going to slowly carve out the point, some of this material, just to make it a little more, less circle-like. A little oval. Since this is very bit crumbly, I can feel it. From the other side. Little bit at a time, very little bit, just about little as you can. This side needs a little bit more. Pretty good for right now. I'm going to round it off the edges carefully. So this is the point where I start sanding, because I can't see what's actually there with all the shine of the varnish on there. So I'm going to sand this down with 600 grit sandpaper and get it all matted, sanded, so I can see what is there. I do not cover this with the matte spray before I start. I always wonder if you apply varnish over an existing varnish, if you're going to get cracks. That's because you don't know what kind of varnish was used before and how the new varnish will react to the varnish that is already existing. So I sand this down, and I'll sand down the back plate. I will probably do a little bit on the ears, just a tad. It's a little bit. I will also sand down the eyelids. It's a little bit, so I know that the color will stick. So this is it sanded. I still have some more sanding to do. There's some shiny parts here, down here, but I haven't decided if I like it or not. Usually this is the time. I know I have some more work to do on the nose. So there's a little bit off on this side compared to this side. To show you what this lip will probably look like with color. Probably. Could be a little bit different. But here is Enid. her lips. She has more of a smile. This one has not quite that much of a smile. I am going to wait on it overnight, look at it again in the morning, and I know, like I said, I have more work to do on the nose, and decide on some eye chips, put those in, put the eye back in, and look at it, and then decide if I'm going to do some more on it. So, I don't know, I can't decide. I have, like I said, I still have more sanding to do, some more sanding to do. She's cute. Her lips are not as full as I want them to be, but I think sometimes, in my case anyways, they decide who they're going to be themselves. So. That I'll look at her again tomorrow, but this might be what I go with.